She texted, "You forgot our anniversary again. I deserve someone who cares." I wrote back, "You do." Then I showed her the calendar with 15 reminders I'd set, including the gym sessions that perfectly matched her ex's work schedule. I'm 34, male, sitting in my home office at 11 p.m. with a cold beer, still processing what just went down tonight. Been with Sarah, 31, for 5 years, living together for 2. We just signed a lease on a bigger apartment last month. Everything seemed perfect. Seemed to be the key word. Thursday evening, March 7th, 8:47 p.m. I'm in the middle of a gaming session with my college buddies, headset on, totally focused, when my phone buzzes on the desk. Text from Sarah. "You forgot our anniversary again. I deserve someone who cares." I stared at my screen, confused as hell. Our anniversary is June 12th. That's the day we made it official, went from dating to exclusive. It was a whole thing. We were at that rooftop bar, she wore the blue dress, and I fumbled through asking her to be my girlfriend like a nervous teenager. It's June 12th, it was March 7th. I pulled up my phone calendar, the one Sarah insisted we make shared so we could coordinate better. There it was, June 12th, anniversary with Sarah, set 4 years ago, with 5 reminder notifications. 1 week before, 3 days before, 1 day before, the morning of, and 1 hour before, because I'm not an idiot. But it's not just that. I also had a first date, April 3rd. First kiss, April 10th. Moved in together, July 15th. I even had her mom's birthday in there and her best friend's wedding anniversary because Sarah always forgot and then felt bad about it. My phone buzzed again. See? You can't even respond. You probably don't even know what today is. March 7th was our first conversation, 5 years ago on that dating app, but you don't care. I typed back, "Check our shared calendar. Everything's there." Hit send, then added, "And yes, I know March 7th. I have the first message to Sarah marked with a reminder too." Radio silence. 35 minutes of nothing. My buddies are asking if I'm okay through the headset. I mute and tell them I need to go. Something's wrong. Then my phone lights up. "Stop gaslighting me. You obviously just added those. You never remember anything. You didn't even notice I changed my hair last month." Here's the thing. She doesn't know. I did notice her hair. She got highlights, lighter around her face. I said it looked great. You know what she said? "It's the same as always." Then she got annoyed that I was looking at her weirdly. I literally showed my buddy Mike a picture, later asking if he could tell the difference. He couldn't either. I thought I was going crazy. But something clicked right then. The past 8 weeks had been weird, really weird. Sarah had been distant, picking fights over nothing, little things that made no sense. Last week she got mad because I didn't like her Instagram post fast enough. I was in a meeting with my boss, phone on silent. I liked it 45 minutes after she posted. She said it showed I didn't care about supporting her. 2 weeks before that, she accused me of not supporting her career. I'd literally helped her prep for 3 different job interviews, made flashcards, did mock interviews, researched the companies, but apparently I wasn't emotionally present enough. Last month, she said I never planned dates anymore. I'd planned 4 dates that month. Reservation at her favorite Italian place, tickets to that comedy show she wanted to see, a hiking trip upstate, and a surprise pottery class because she mentioned wanting to try it. She canceled 3 of them. Work emergency. Feeling tired. Just not in the mood. Every time I brought up that I had planned something, she'd pivot. That's not the point. You don't do it spontaneously, and I'm more. Everything's scheduled. You're so rigid. But the thing that really started bugging me was the pattern I'd been missing. Every Tuesday and Thursday I go to the gym. Started about 2 months ago, January, early January. She goes from 7 to 9 p.m., always those exact hours. Here's what's weird. She always came home already showered, said she used the gym facilities because she hated being sweaty in the car. Fair enough, except her gym bag never smelled like that generic gym soap. You know the smell. That industrial clean scent that every gym uses. Her stuff smelled different, like cologne. Men's cologne. Expensive men's cologne. I noticed other things too. Her phone was always face down now. Always. On the table, on the counter, on the nightstand. Screen down. When I asked why, she said I was being paranoid. She'd changed her passcode. We used to know each other. Not in a controlling way, just in a we trust each other way. Her phone would ring while she was in the shower. I'd check who it was and let her know. Normal couple stuff. But 3 weeks ago, I noticed she'd changed it. When I asked about it, she got defensive. Privacy is healthy in a relationship. We don't need to know everything. Then there was the lingerie. New stuff I'd never seen her wear. Black lace set, red silk thing. Designer tags are still on them in the drawer. I asked about it once. Just treating myself. Don't women deserve to feel good about themselves? Like I'd accused her of something just by noticing. She started taking her phone to the bathroom during showers. Every time. I'm not an idiot. I know what that means. But I didn't want to be that guy. The suspicious, controlling boyfriend who makes accusations. And then there was the car thing. 2 weeks ago, I borrowed her car because mine was in the shop. When I got home, she'd already cleaned it out, completely, vacuumed, wiped down, and an air freshener hanging from the mirror. I said thanks for cleaning it. She looked panicked for a second, then said she'd been meaning to do it anyway. But sitting there, staring at her text accusing me of forgetting our anniversary, something clicked. All these little things, they weren't random. They were a pattern. I opened our shared Google Calendar. Not just a glance, really examined it, scrolled back through the past few months, and there they were. Gym, every Tuesday and Thursday, color-coded in green, her color. I clicked on one, then another, started checking the details. Every single entry said the same thing, 7 to 9 p.m. No location, no notes, just the gym. Then I did something I didn't know you could do. I clicked on the 3 dots menu. There was an option, Show Edit History. Every single gym entry had been created on the same day, January 12th, all of them. She'd created them in one session, blocked out every Tuesday and Thursday for the next 6 months, all at once. Who blocks out gym time 6 months in advance? My hands started shaking. I took a long drink of my beer. Then I did something I'd never done before, something I'm not proud of, but I needed to know. I opened our financial accounts. We have a joint checking account for shared expenses, rent, utilities, groceries, that kind of thing. But her personal charges route through here too. Her idea, actually. She said it was for financial transparency, so we could both see where money was going, build trust. I logged in, filtered the transactions by category, dining and entertainment, the past 2 months. The pattern jumped out immediately. Mariano's Italian Bistro, Tuesday, January 16th, 8:15 p.m., $87. The Riverside Pub, Thursday, January 18th, 8:30 p.m., $64. Antonio's Wine Bar, Tuesday, January 23rd, 8:45 p.m., $92. I scrolled down. The list went on and on. Tuesday, Thursday, 16 charges total, all between 8 and 9 p.m., all at restaurants and bars. None of these places was near her gym. I knew because I'd picked her up from that gym twice. Hence when her car wouldn't start, once when she'd had too much to drink at happy hour and Ubered there. The gym is uptown, 25 minutes north. I opened Google Maps, started dropping pins for each restaurant. Mariano's, downtown. Riverside Pub, downtown. Antonio's, downtown. Every single location was within a 2-mile radius, all in the same neighborhood, none anywhere near her gym. But I wasn't done. I opened Venmo. Sarah's Venmo is public. She likes the social aspect of it, seeing what friends are up to. Never thought it would matter. I scrolled through her recent transactions. Most were normal. Splitting brunch with Katie, paying back her sister for concert tickets. Then I saw it. Payment to Marcus T., February 24th. The note said, "Thanks for the perfect evening," with a red heart emoji. I clicked on Marcus T.'s profile. Public account. His bio said, architect downtown. His profile picture showed a guy about our age, clean cut, wearing expensive sunglasses. He looked exactly like Derek, Sarah's ex, Derek. They dated for 3 years before me. She said it was toxic. He cheated on her. She was devastated when they broke up. Cried for months. But she still followed him on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. When I asked about it once, she said it would be weird to unfollow him. They had mutual friends. I went down the rabbit hole, checked her Instagram, her stories from last Thursday. There was a gym selfie in the locker room. Mirror shot, she's in workout clothes. Caption said leg day. The timestamp showed 6:45 p.m. I cross-referenced our bank account. The restaurant charges the same price at 8:30 p.m. Riverside Pub, $73. She couldn't have been at both places. The gym is 25 minutes away. Even if she left immediately, showered there, and drove in traffic, she couldn't make it by 8:30, unless she was never at the gym. I went back further. Valentine's Day, February 14th. She told me she had a mandatory work dinner that night, big clients in town. Her boss insisted the whole team attend. I was bummed, but I understood. Work mez first sometimes. I'd sent flowers to her office that morning. Roses, her favorite. She texted me a picture, said they were beautiful, and said she felt terrible about missing our Valentine's plans. I checked the shared calendar. February 14th showed a work event, clients in red. Her work color. I checked the bank statement. No restaurant charge, no Uber, no transaction at all. Then I checked Venmo again. February 14th. Payment from Marcus T. to Sarah. His note said, "Best Valentine's ever," with a rose emoji. My stomach dropped. I started screenshotting everything. Calendar with the gym entries. Calendar edit history shows they were all created on January 12th in a single batch. Bank statements with every Tuesday and Thursday charge highlighted. Venmo transactions with Marcus T. The Instagram story, timestamp next to the bank charge, shows the impossibility. Then I went back to our text conversation. Her message said, "I forgot our anniversary." My response was to tell her to check the calendar, her accusing me of gaslighting her and adding the reminders just now. I took screenshots of those too. Then I opened the calendar edit history for our actual anniversary, June 12th, created by me on July 18th, 2020. 4 years ago. Last modified. Never. I had evidence of everything. The lies, the manipulation, the affair, all of it. Then I did something petty, maybe stupid, but I was angry and hurt and done. I created a new calendar event. Tomorrow night, Friday, 6 p.m. Tiddy, show Sarah the evidence. I set 10 reminder notifications, every hour starting at 8 a.m. All is visible on our shared calendar. She'd see it in the morning, she'd know I knew, and she'd have all day to think about it. I finished my beer, made myself a sandwich, and waited. Sarah came home at 11:15 p.m. Thursday gym night was supposed to end at 9. She walked in, and I could smell it immediately. Expensive cologne, the same scent her gym bag had been carrying for weeks. Her hair was slightly damp, not soaking wet like you'd expect from a post-workout shower. Just damp, like she'd quickly run water through it. She didn't even look at me, went straight on the offensive. "Are you seriously still mad about the anniversary thing? You're going to pout all night?" I was sitting on the couch with my laptop. I looked up at her, smiled. "Want some water? You must be tired from the gym." She stopped, looked startled for half a second. Yeah, it was intense tonight." "What did you work on?" I asked. "Just cardio, legs, you know, the usual." I nodded. "How's the new trainer working out?" Her face went white. "What trainer?" "The one you mentioned, Marcus, right?" I never said his name. I kept my voice calm. "You're right, you didn't. Venmo did." The silence was thick. She just stood there, frozen. Her mouth opened, but nothing came out. I opened my laptop. Already had everything loaded. "Want to see something interesting about shared calendars?" She tried to interrupt. "I'm tired. Can we not do this right now?" They track edit history. I turned the screen toward her. "See this? Every anniversary, birthday, special date, all entered by me, 2 to 4 years ago. First date, first kiss, first I love you, moved in together, your mom's birthday, your nephew's birthday that you forgot last year. All me." She started, "So what? You're organized? Good for..." "Now let's look at your entries." I scrolled to the gym appointments. All these gym sessions. 16 entries over 8 weeks. All were created on the same day. January 12th. In one session. You blocked out the next 6 months of Tuesdays and Thursdays. Very committed to fitness. I could see her mind racing, trying to think of an explanation. Except, I pulled up the bank statements. Our joint account shows interesting charges on gym nights. Mariano's Italian Bistro, Riverside Pub, Antonio's Wine Bar. 16 charges. Every single Tuesday and Thursday. That's weird, right? Working out sure makes you hungry. Her defense kicked in. "I grab food after the gym. So what? I'm allowed to eat. At restaurants, 25 minutes from your gym but 2 minutes from downtown? I like driving around after workouts." Clears my head. Fair enough. But why does Venmo show you paying Marcus T for perfect evenings? Complete silence. She pulled out her phone, started scrolling frantically, probably trying to figure out what else I knew, how deep I'd gone. "Let me explain," she started. "Let me show you one more thing first." I pulled up Valentine's Day, February 14th. You had that mandatory work dinner with the big clients, remember? Her eyes were wide now. "I had flowers delivered to your office that morning. You sent me a picture. Said you felt terrible about missing our Valentine's plans." I clicked through the screens. "Except there's no charge for any work dinner. No restaurant. No Uber. Nothing. But there is a Venmo transaction that night, from Marcus T. to you. Best Valentine's ever with a rose emoji. So, who's Marcus T. Sarah?" The tears started, but they weren't sad tears. They were angry tears. Furious tears. "You went through my Venmo? That's private. You had no right. It's public, Sarah. You made it public. Everyone can see it. This is toxic. You're controlling. You're spying on me." "I'm controlling for looking at our shared bank account? The one you insisted we have for transparency? And our shared calendar? The one you demanded we use to coordinate our lives?" She switched tactics, started with the justifications. "Marcus is just a friend. We work in the same building. It's not what it looks like." "Then what is it? You're never romantic anymore. You don't make me feel special. I needed attention you weren't giving me." I stood up. "Sarah, I planned 4 dates last month. You canceled 3. I complimented your hair. You told me it looked the same. I sent flowers on Valentine's Day. You were too good. Now you with him. I remembered every date we've ever had. You invented a new anniversary this morning to start a fight." "That's not..." She was crying harder now. "It's not like that." "Then tell me what it's like." I pulled up the Instagram story next to the bank charge. You posted a gym selfie at 6:45. Our bank shows a restaurant charge at 8:30. Your gym is 25 minutes away, so either you can teleport or you were never at the gym. Her shoulders slumped. The fight went out of her. It was just dinners. It's not physical. I pulled up one more screenshot. Hotel charge, September 28th. Thursday is gym night. $240 at the Riverside Inn. Her face crumbled completely. "Stop lying, Sarah. It's over." "What do you mean by over?" "I mean, we're done. I want you out." "You can't just kick me out." Her voice went shrill. "Check the lease. Only my name is on it. You're not on it." But we just renewed. We signed the papers for the bigger place." "I renewed my current lease. Alone. You assumed we were moving together. I never signed anything for a bigger place." I watched it hit her. The realization. She had no legal right to stay here. This was my apartment, my lease. My name is on everything. Where am I supposed to go? Marcus's place? Your sister's? Your mom's? Not my problem anymore. "You can't do this to me." "I can, Sarah. You cheated. You lied for months. You made me feel crazy for noticing things. You're out. You have 30 days. That's more than generous." Her tears turned to rage. "I'll tell everyone you're abusive. That you controlled me, isolated me. Go ahead. I have screenshots of everything. Bank statements showing I never controlled the money. The calendar shows I planned everything. Text messages showing I supported you. Venmo is showing you were with Marcus. Go ahead and lie. See how that works out. I'll sue you." "For what exactly? Breaking up with a cheater? Good luck." She stormed into the bedroom. I could hear her on the phone, calling people. Her voice carried through the door. The first call was to her sister. "He's throwing me out. Over nothing. He's being crazy. I didn't do anything wrong." The second call was to her mom. "Mom, he's being so cruel. He won't even listen to me. He's kicking me out of my own home." The third call was to her best friend, Katie. "Katie, he went through my phone like a psycho. He's accusing me of cheating. It's insane." Every call was a different version of the story. Every call painted me as the villain. None of them included the truth. I sat on the couch and waited. Update 1. Friday morning. I'm working from home. My boss gave me the option after I explained I was going through a breakup and needed to secure my apartment. Sarah's still in the bedroom, door closed. I can hear her on the phone again. "Baby, he knows." Her voice is quiet, but I can hear through the door. "I need to stay with you for a few days." "Baby?" She called someone a baby? "No, I know you have roommates. Just for a few days while I figure things out." Pause. "I'll make it work. I promise. I love you too. I love you too. She said I love you to someone. She came out 10 minutes later. I saw myself on the couch with my laptop. You're working from home? Yes. Problem? I thought you'd be at the office. I wanted to make sure you don't take anything that's not yours when you pack. Her face flushed red. I can't believe you don't trust me. You're on the phone saying I love you to someone, and you're mad I don't trust you. That was my mom. Your mom's name isn't Baby and doesn't have roommates. Caught again, she grabbed her purse and keys and left. Slammed the door hard enough that the pictures on the wall shook. That afternoon, I was on a work call when my phone started blowing up. Text after text. I checked during a break. Sarah had posted on Facebook, long post about toxic relationships and controlling partners, about emotional abuse and manipulation, about how sometimes you don't realize that you're being abused until it's too late, how grateful she was for friends who saw the real her. Our mutual friends were commenting, concerned emojis, so sorry you're going through this, you deserve better, stay strong. I didn't respond publicly. Instead, I private messaged 5 of our closest mutual friends, people who knew both of us well. I sent them the evidence. Screenshots of the calendar showing the gym appointments all created in one day, bank statements showing the restaurant charges, Venmo transactions with Marcus. The Instagram story timestamp next to the bank charge shows the impossibility of her story. I wrote, before you take sides, here's what actually happened. I'm not trying to drag her, just want you to have the facts. I'm not mad at anyone for supporting her, just want the truth out there. Within an hour, the comments on her post changed. Her best friend Katie commented, Sarah, call me, we need to talk. Her coworker posted, this seems pretty one-sided, maybe there's more to the story. My buddy from college wrote, interesting definition of abuse, bro. 20 minutes later, her post was gone. Deleted. Update 2. Saturday morning, I woke up at 8 a.m., came out to the living room. Something felt wrong. Half of Sarah's stuff was gone. Her clothes are from the closet, her toiletries from the bathroom, the decorative pillows she'd bought for the couch, her books from the shelf. She'd moved out while I was sleeping. But something else was wrong, too. I walked around the apartment. My PlayStation was gone. My noise-canceling headphones, the expensive Sony ones, are gone. The Vitamix blender I'd bought last year, gone. She didn't just take her stuff, she took mine. I texted her, you took my PlayStation. Her response came 5 minutes later, community property. We're not married, Sarah, that's theft, sue me. I checked our shared subscriptions. Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Disney, Spotify. She'd changed all the passwords. Every single one. Fine. Toucan. Play this game. I'm the account holder on all of them. I went through and canceled every subscription. Every single one. Minutes later, my phone rang. Her number. I let it go to voicemail. The text came right after. Why did you cancel Netflix? I wrote back, why did you steal my PlayStation? I'll return it when you give me money for moving expenses. You moved without asking for help, without telling me you were leaving. That's not my problem. Return my stuff or I'm filing a police report for theft. She didn't respond. Sunday morning, 9 a.m. I'm in pajama pants and a t-shirt, making coffee in the kitchen. There's a knock on my door. I open it, expecting maybe a package or a neighbor. Instead, there's a guy I don't know standing there. Early 30s, button-down shirt, nice watch, an architect looking. Are you Sarah's boyfriend? Ex-boyfriend, as of Thursday. Oh, I'm Marcus, I figured. Awkward silence. He shifts his weight. Can I come in? No. He clears his throat. Look, man, I didn't know she was in a relationship. I actually laugh. She posted about me on Instagram literally yesterday. She told me that it was her roommate. For 5 years? That's a really interesting roommate situation. His face flushes. Okay, yeah, I feel like an idiot now. You should. Can we talk for a minute? I lean against the door frame. You've got 2 minutes. He takes a breath. We met at a work mixer 2 months ago. Architecture and design networking thing. She said she was single. We went out for drinks after, then dinner next week. It became a regular thing. Tuesdays and Thursdays mostly. I know. I saw the credit card charges. He winces. Right. We've been on like 8 or 10 dates total. I thought it was getting serious. She stayed over a few times. I was catching real feelings. Cool story. Why are you here? She's at my place right now. Won't leave. Call the cops. She was crying, saying you made her homeless, that you kicked her out with nowhere to go. I gave her 30 days notice. She chose to leave early. Still not my problem. His face changes, gets more uncomfortable. She took my roommate's laptop yesterday. I blink. What? My roommate's MacBook Pro. She said she needed to check her email. He can't find it this morning. That's definitely not my problem. And she's asking to move in. Permanently. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. Dude, I've known him for months, and I knew her for 5 years. Still couldn't trust her. Good luck. He runs his hand through his hair. Were there others? I found evidence of at least one other guy. Her ex, Derek. They were texting throughout our relationship. She told me Derek died in a car accident. We both just stand there for a second, processing that lie. Look, he says finally, I feel like a complete idiot. You should, but so do I. She's good at this. What do I do? Get your roommate's laptop back, then kick her out. You've known her for 2 months. Don't let this become your problem for the next 5 years. She'll freak out. Yep, film it if you can. You'll probably need evidence later. He nods slowly. Thanks, man. I'm sorry about all this. Not your fault. You didn't know. Now you do. What you do next is up to you. He leaves. I close the door and pour my coffee. My phone rings an hour later. Unknown number. I almost don't answer. Hello? This is Patricia, Sarah's mother. Hi, Patricia. You will take my daughter back. Not a question, a demand. I sit down on the couch. No, I won't. She made a mistake. People make mistakes. You're supposed to forgive. She made dozens of mistakes, every Tuesday and Thursday for 2 months. That's not a mistake, that's a choice. Marcus meant nothing to her. Then why'd she tell him she loved him? Silence on the other end. What? Friday morning, I heard her on the phone. She said I love you too, to Marcus, or maybe to someone else. I don't even know anymore. More silence. Then, said that. Yes. Her tone changes slightly, less aggressive. You're sure? I was in the next room, Patricia. I heard it clearly. She switches back to anger. Well, you're still ruining her life. She has nowhere to go. She's with Marcus. Check her Instagram. She posted a story from his apartment this morning. Silence again. I can hear her breathing. What about the deposit on the new apartment? I'm confused now. What deposit? For the bigger place you two were moving to. She said you both put down first and last month, $3,000 total. Patricia, I renewed my current lease, alone. We never signed papers for a new place. I never put down any deposit. But she showed me the paperwork, lease agreement and everything. Then she showed you something fake. I never signed anything for a new apartment. Patricia's voice changes completely. That little liar. Now we're getting somewhere. I gave her $3,000 for that deposit. She said she needed it by a certain date or you'd lose the place. I'd ask for that money back if I were you. Where would she get $3,000? Check her credit cards. Check who she's been staying with. Check everything, because I guarantee you're not the only person she's lied to. Patricia is quiet for a long moment. Then I need to go. She hangs up. I sit there with my coffee, wondering how deep this all goes. Update 4. Wednesday afternoon. My phone buzzes with a text from Marcus. You were right. Had to call the cops last night. I text back. What happened? She maxed out my credit card. $4,200. How'd she even get your card? She said she needed to buy groceries. Took my wallet while I was in the shower. Never came back with food. He sends screenshots of his credit card statement. I scroll through the charges. $800. Designer handbag at Nordstrom. $600. Full-day spa package. $200. New iPhone at the Apple Store. $900. Clothes at a boutique. $700. One night at a Shanxio. Hotel, downtown. I stop at the last one. Hotel room? I thought she was staying with you. That's what I want to know, he writes back. My phone buzzes again. Different number. Text from someone named Ryan. This is Marcus's roommate. You're Sarah's ex, right? Yeah, who's this? Ryan. I'm the one whose laptop she took. Marcus gave me your number, said you might want to know something. Know what? Did Sarah ever mention a guy named Tyler? No. Who's Tyler? The guy she brought to that hotel. I work front desk at the Riverside Inn part-time. Saw her checking in on Tuesday night. She didn't see me. My stomach drops. She's still doing it. Ryan sends a screenshot. It's from the hotel system, Sarah's name. Check in on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Check out on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Guest count, 2 people. Another text from Marcus. Dude, I did some digging. There's more. More what? I talked to her the gym, the one she claimed to go to. They have no record of her membership. She's never been a member there. Then where was she going? I'm trying to figure that out, but there's a guy who keeps liking all her Instagram posts. Tyler something, personal trainer, works at a gym across town. The web gets bigger. I text back. She was juggling all of you. Looks like it, Marcus responds. I'm such an idiot. Update 5. Thursday morning, I'm at my actual office today, trying to get back to normal. My phone buzzes. LinkedIn message from someone named Jennifer. Hi, I'm Sarah's supervisor at work. Did she quit without notice? I stare at my phone. We broke up last week. I don't know her work situation. She hasn't been here since last Wednesday. Won't answer calls or emails. We need to terminate her employment, but we wanted to make sure she's okay first. I write back. I don't know if she's okay. We're not in contact. But she was staying with someone named Marcus as of this weekend. Jennifer responds. If you hear from her, please ask her to return her work laptop and badge. We've tried reaching her emergency contact, but no one answers. I'll let you know if she contacts me, but I doubt she will. An hour later, Jennifer messages again. We had to terminate her employment for job abandonment. She stopped showing up and won't communicate. Just wanted you to know in case she reaches out. Thanks for letting me know. I sit there thinking about it. Sarah lost her job, either because she stopped showing up during all this chaos or because she's been too busy running her scams to go to work. Update 6. 2 weeks later. I'm at Target on a Sunday afternoon just grabbing basics. Laundry detergent, paper towels, the usual. I'm walking down the main aisle when I see her. Sarah. She's with a guy. Tall, dark hair, expensive jacket. They're looking at something on his phone, laughing. She looks up, sees me. Her face goes white. The guy doesn't notice at first. She grabs his arm, tries to steer him toward a different aisle. But I recognize him from Instagram. It's Derek, her ex. The one she said was toxic. The one who cheated on her. The one she apparently told Marcus died in a car accident. I just smile, give a little wave, keep pushing my cart toward the checkout. 2 aisles later, I'm looking at batteries when she appears, alone. Derek must have gone somewhere else. We need to talk, she says. No, we don't. I grab a pack of AAs. You ruined my life. I ruined your life? I turn to look at her. Sarah, you did this to yourself. I lost my job because of you. You lost your job because you stopped showing up. That's not on me. I need money. Get a job. I need my deposit back. The $3,000. I'm tired of this. What deposit? We never signed a lease for a new place. That money you took from your mom? That's between you and her. Her face drains of color. How do you know about that? Your mom called me. Looking for you, actually. You had no right to talk to her. She called me, Sarah. What was I supposed to do? Hang up. Derek appears at the end of the aisle, sees us talking, starts walking over. Is this guy bothering you? I look at him. No, I'm her ex. You must be Derek. How do you know my name? She talked about you constantly. Told me what a toxic relationship you two had. Said you cheated on her. She was really broken up about it for months. Oh, and she told someone you died in a car accident, so you might want to address that. Derek looks at Sarah. What the hell is he talking about? I push my cart past them. Not my problem anymore. Good luck, Derek. You're gonna need it. I hear them start arguing as I head toward checkout. Derek's voice is loud. Who the hell did you tell I was dead? Sarah's trying to shush him, saying I'm lying, making things up. I pay for my stuff and leave. Final update. It's been a month since everything exploded. Time for the final wrap-up on this whole mess. Sarah's world collapsed like a house of cards, and I got to watch it happen from a safe distance. First, the job situation. Confirmed, terminated for job abandonment. She stopped showing up the week we broke up and never called in, never responded to emails, just ghosted her entire workplace. They tried to reach her emergency contacts, her mom, her sister, and me. Nobody could get her to respond, so they fired her. She tried to file for unemployment. The company contested it with documentation of the job abandonment. Denied. Then the legal issues started piling up. Marcus pressed charges for credit card fraud, $4,200 unauthorized charges. The police got involved. She had to get a lawyer. Last I heard from Marcus, they offered her a deal. Pay it all back plus interest and penalties, or they press felony charges. Her mom apparently paid half of it to keep her out of jail. Tyler, the personal trainer, filed a complaint with his gym. Turns out she'd been harassing him after he found out about everyone else, showing up at his work, texting constantly, claiming they had something special. The gym banned her from the property. Tyler's considering a restraining order. Derek posted on Facebook about 2 weeks ago. Single again. Sometimes trash takes itself out. The comments were interesting. A lot of people are saying finally and you deserve better. Turns out she'd pulled similar stuff with him back in the day. He just didn't have the proof I had. Marcus's roommate got his laptop back, by the way. Marcus found it hidden in Sarah's bag when he finally got her out of his apartment. She claimed she forgot she had it. The laptop had searches in the history for how to factory reset a MacBook. She was planning to wipe it and sell it. But here's the kicker, the thing that really showed me who she was. Her mom, Patricia, called me 2 days ago. Not to yell this time, to apologize. She said, "I'm sorry, I didn't believe you. I'm sorry I called you those things. You were right about everything." Apparently, Patricia did some digging after our last conversation, talked to Sarah's sister, talked to old friends, found out this wasn't the first time. Sarah had cheated on Derek multiple times, had cheated on a boyfriend before Derek. There was a pattern going back years. Patricia just never wanted to see it. The $3,000 Patricia gave her for the fake apartment deposit? Sarah spent it on the designer handbag, the spa day, and the new phone, the stuff she bought on Marcus's credit card. None of it went to rent or deposit or anything practical. Patricia told me Sarah's moved back home, living in her childhood bedroom. Can't get a job in her field because the termination for job abandonment shows up on background checks. She's working part-time at a retail store, barely making enough to pay back Marcus and her mom. She can't date because everyone in our social circle knows what happened. The screenshots I sent to our friends, they got passed around. The story spread. Her reputation is destroyed. She can't even go back to her gym, the real one where Tyler works, because she's banned. Last Patricia heard, Sarah was talking about moving to a different city, starting over where nobody knows her. Patricia said, "I raised her better than this. I don't know where I went wrong. I told her it wasn't her fault. Some people just make bad choices." I asked Marcus how he's doing. He said he's in therapy now. Trust issues. Feels stupid for falling for it. I told him I get it. I'm in therapy too. We bonded over being collateral damage in Sarah's mess. My life now? I'm doing better. Genuinely better. Changed every password I had, every account, every subscription, everything. Set up 2-factor authentication on all of it. Got my PlayStation back. Marcus found it at his place and mailed it to me with a note that said, "Sorry, man, this whole thing sucks." Went on a few dates with someone from my company. Different department, so it's not weird. Her name's Emma. She's normal. Stable. Has her own gym membership she actually uses. Goes twice a week, not 8 times like Sarah was claiming. We're taking it slow. Very slow. She knows why, and she's patient about it. My therapist says I have trust issues to work on. No kidding. But I'm making progress. Learning to spot red flags earlier. Learning that loving someone doesn't mean ignoring obvious problems. The apartment feels like mine again. I got a new couch. The old one had too many memories of Sarah sitting there, lying to my face while texting Marcus or Tyler or whoever else. Repainted the bedroom, rearranged the furniture, made it a space that's just mine. I kept all the screenshots, by the way, every single one. Calendar edit histories, bank statements, Venmo transactions, Instagram timestamps, all of it. My lawyer friend said to keep them just in case Sarah tries anything legal. She won't win, but she might try. To everyone who reached out with support over the past month, thank you. My college buddies who let me vent during gaming sessions. My coworker didn't ask too many questions when I was clearly having a rug. Each week, my mom, who didn't say I told you so even though she never really liked Sarah. Marcus, weirdly, for being honest about everything and helping me see the full picture. To Sarah, if you're reading this, and I know you probably are because your mom said you're obsessed with figuring out what people are saying about you, here's my final message. Marcus called yesterday, said you texted him asking for another chance, said you'd changed, said you realize now what you lost. He blocked your number. Tyler blocked you months ago. Derek blocked you after the Target incident. I blocked you 3 weeks ago when you tried to text from a new number, asking if we could talk. You didn't lose good men because we were cruel or unforgiving. You lost good men because you lied. Constantly. To everyone. About everything. The calendar is still there, by the way. All those reminders I set. Every anniversary, every special date, every milestone, all the ones you said I forgot. I didn't forget a single one. You just needed an excuse to justify something you were already doing. You created a fake anniversary that morning just to pick a fight, to make me the bad guy, to justify the affair you'd been having for 2 months. The entitlement to think I'd never check the shared calendar you insisted we use, the shared bank account you demanded we have for transparency, the audacity to gaslight me about my own memories when everything was documented. That takes a special kind of person. I'm doing better now, one day at a time, learning to trust again, learning what the real partnership looks like, learning that love shouldn't feel like detective work. Emma asked me yesterday why I check Google Maps when she says she's going somewhere. I explained about the gym appointments and the restaurant locations. She said, "Makes sense. Want me to share my location with you until you feel more comfortable?" I said, "No, that's not healthy. I need to work on trusting, not tracking." She said, "Okay, but the offer stands if you change your mind." That's what normal looks like, apparently. Understanding without judgment. Patience without manipulation. And I check edit histories now. On everything. Calendar events, shared documents, and collaborative projects. My coworkers think it's weird. I don't care. Trust, but verify. Some people say that's cynical. I say it's learning from experience. Sarah, you taught me that some people will use your trust as a weapon, will take your love and twist it into a tool for their lies. It will make you question your own sanity while they're out living double lives. You also taught me that evidence matters. Documentation matters. Truth always comes out eventually. So thank you, I guess, for that lesson. It was expensive, emotionally and financially, but I learned it well. Marcus learned it too. So did Tyler. Derek's probably learning it again. How many more men are you going to teach this lesson to? The calendar still sends me reminders, by the way. Every anniversary, every special date. They pop up on my phone and I smile now, because they're proof. Proof that I cared, proof that I remembered, proof that I tried, proof that when this all fell apart, it wasn't because I forgot, it was because you couldn't keep track of your own lies. Funny how that works. I'm closing the book on this chapter now, boxing up the last memories. The screenshots go in a folder marked evidence, just in case. Everything else gets deleted, moving forward, one day at a time. And I still check edit histories, always will. But I'm okay with that. Better cautious than destroyed. Better single than lied to. Better starting over than living in someone else's web of deception. To anyone reading this who sees themselves in my story, who's felt that nagging doubt, who's been told they're crazy for noticing inconsistencies, trust your gut. Check the calendar. Check the edit history. Check the bank statements. You're not paranoid, you're paying attention. And sometimes the truth is hiding in plain sight, just waiting for you to actually look at it. I looked. I found it. And I'm better for it. That's my story. That's what happened when she texted, "You forgot our anniversary again." Turns out, I didn't forget anything. She just forgot to cover her tracks.